Hello, how are you going? Good, I hope. Good, I hope. We are here on day 12. We're here on day 12, and I'm excited to talk about this topic because when I woke up this morning, I was like, wonder what I'm going to talk about on my live stream today. And like I said at the beginning of this event, I wanted it to be completely flowy. I wanted to not plan anything. I just wanted it to kind of unfold however it's meant to unfold for the people who need it, right? And so a question came through, one of my friends sent through a question that I thought was just a bloody good question to answer, because we all have at some point been through this experience, or we have kind of thought the same things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little sip of my drink. Oh shit, it's hot. And then I'm going to read this question for you guys because you might be able to relate. So the question is, let me just get it, it's a good one. I have a question about visualization. When I am visualizing my new business being successful, I feel happy, secure, and grateful. However, sometimes I start to feel spiteful. For example, in my visualization, I have this desire to show off in front of all the people who have doubted me or told me I wouldn't succeed, like exes, friends, and even family members. In my visualization, it makes me feel happy to prove them wrong. What can I do? I think I may know part of the answer, bring myself back to positive feelings, but I just wanted to get your take on it. Please let me know. So this is a great question. I won't say your name just in case you don't want me to say your name, but I haven't replied to you yet. But this is me replying to you, but I'll send you a message after this live stream. So this is a great question. It got me to sit down and think about it a little bit, and I even chatted with my mum about it. Isn't it great that I can chat to my mum about this? Most of the things that I want to talk about, I bounce off her first, ideas and theories, and just to make sure that I do sound like I'm sane. Right? So this is a great question because probably most of us have experienced it, or are still going through it, or have felt like we have wanted to prove people wrong who didn't believe in us, who didn't think that we were capable of achieving what we wanted to achieve, right? I know I have in my life, but it hasn't been the driving force behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. I've definitely had moments where I'm like, well, I'll show you, I'm gonna prove you wrong, I can do it. This is more when I was younger, not so much now. Now I really don't give a shit what anyone thinks. But what I want to say to that is, if you're visualizing that and it makes you happy to visualize proving people wrong, it's not wrong. It's not wrong at all if it gives you true positive feelings. However, there's something a bit off about that energy. How do I explain it? It's like you're trying to make other people wrong for making you wrong, right? So say you want to build a successful business and someone says, yeah, right, you could do that. Or you need to go and study and do 3+ years of university before you can even start a business. Who are you to think you can do that? You think you're the next Richard Branson? It's Richard Branson, right? Oh my gosh. And what that does is it hurts, right? But then it evokes anger out of you because you're hurt. And if you follow Tony Robbins, he talks about the crazy 8, where you go from anger to hurt, to anger to hurt, to anger to hurt, and you can stay in that pattern for ages. And that doesn't really help you. And so what I would recommend for that, before you go into visualizing, is to really go deep and ask yourself what this is actually about. Because for me, if it was me, there would be stuff going on there about my own worthiness. There would be a part of me that would feel like I'm still not worthy, or I'm scared that they might be telling the truth that I can't do this. There's some stuff going on there. And this is great because when you realize that it's about you and how you're feeling, you can fix that. You cannot fix anybody else's thoughts or feelings or change their perception. It's actually not your job, but you can work on all the stuff in here, inside you. And so what I would do is focus on healing the parts of you that still don't feel good enough, right? That still feel like, shit, what if they're right? What if I can't do this? What if I really am not special? What if I'm not worthy to be successful? Work on healing those parts of yourself, those thoughts, those beliefs, because that's where the real transformation is going to happen. It's not necessarily going to happen when you achieve the goal you want to achieve, have the successful business, make the $100,000 a month, and be like, ha, I told you so. I told you I could do it. Sure, it might be great in the moment, but that to me isn't true coming from a place of fulfillment, of wholeness, if you get what I mean, right? Like, that is wanting to hurt someone because they hurt you in a way. Like, that's what it feels like. That's what the energy feels like. It feels like you're wanting to make someone else wrong because they hurt you. So that's why it just feels a bit funky to me. Doesn't make it wrong, but if you can ask, like, it's about you getting honest with yourself, and if you think that is true for you, if you feel like it really is actually more about my own self-worth and what I'm thinking about myself, then you can do the work and work on healing those parts of yourself. And like I say, it's always the journal work, working through, like, what are my fears, what are my beliefs, what am I terrified that actually might be true, and then going through, is that actually true? Like, nothing is ever really true, nothing is ever really set in stone. So then working your way around it, talking yourself out of it, and telling a new, more empowering story, creating new, more empowering beliefs, right? And another example I have on this, it's from an article, like I read it, is the movie Legally Blonde. Have you seen? I'm sure everyone's seen it. I loved that movie when I was a kid. It was funny because I remember that I really didn't want to see it. I was like, oh my god, it's just one of these dumb movies. And then I remember seeing it, and it had so many good lessons in it. And Elle, remember, she went to law school because she wanted to prove to her ex-boyfriend who broke up with her that she was smart, right? And even when she was doing well, it wasn't doing anything. Her boyfriend still wasn't really paying any attention to her. And so she decided, actually, I'm going to be at the top of my class. I'm going to, like, own this. And then through that process, she, like, it didn't become about proving him wrong anymore. She actually realized, oh, I like this. I enjoy it. This is interesting to me. I like this. And so it transferred from being about proving someone wrong, proving someone that you are worthy, to fulfilling herself and about her own purpose. And then, as you know, at the end, where the boyfriend, I think his name was Warner, and he comes to her and he's like, yeah, like, I'm so into you again. And she's like, oh, I don't care about that anymore. Like, I'm really happy. I'm really fulfilled by what I'm doing. Like, you don't even matter, right? And so that's the example, that's a great example for this situation, is that when it comes from a place of wholeness, a place of fulfillment, it's not going to matter about proving anyone wrong at all. It's not. You can, like, you will, in a sense, you will prove people wrong just by doing what you're doing, just by succeeding yourself without even having to tell people. Like, I have it in my own family. The thing about me and my family is that I've never given a shit about what anyone has thought. I've always done my own thing. I've never listened to anyone. Like, I was the kid who just never listened, did my own thing. And so there were moments where, you know, you'd have, like, the snide comments from, like, an auntie, or you would have, like, through the grapevine, you would hear, like, oh, is that what she's doing? You know, it's likely she's not going to succeed. You would have those comments, but, like, they never bothered me too much. Maybe in the moment I might have been like, well, they suck. But it was more about me listening to myself than it was about them, so I never really cared about what people thought. But there were definitely moments, right? And so now I'm at a place where I have a successful business, I'm doing what I want, I still don't care what anybody else thinks. But now I have, in a sense, proven them wrong. And I've noticed that without going, haha, I told you I could do it, they have their perception of me has changed. I have a lot more respect from people in my family now because I have done my own thing on my own. Like there's like this quiet respect from certain family members that I didn't necessarily get it from when I was younger and doing my own thing, but I have it now. So to me, that is far more rewarding than proving them wrong, like actively going out of my way to be like, haha, you suck, right? So yeah, on that, I will say what I would recommend to do is work on healing the parts of you that feel like you're not good enough, and find a more positive, more fulfilling motivator. Like what else would motivate you to want to succeed other than proving other people that you're wrong? It could be that you actually really want to help people change their lives or change something in their lives or create something new, whatever it is that you do. Or it could be that you just want to do something purposeful with your life. It can be anything, but I would recommend it to be a more fulfilling motivator. We want wholeness, we want fullness, right? So hopefully that helps. And if anyone has any questions, as you know, put them in the comment section below. And even though this wasn't entirely about money mindset, it's still something that we deal with and it's important. If there is someone that you feel like might benefit from listening to this live stream today, where are my words? Please share this with them. And other than that, I will catch you later. All right? Thank you so much for listening. See you later.
Bye.